Hey everybody. Ooh, I finished this big old monster. And so I am going to do a quick flip through so that I can get it off in the mail. So this is for Jen, and it is an astrology book. And before I go anywhere, I need to totally thank Priscilla, because obviously she is some sort of sightseer, because she sent me so much stuff before anybody even knew that I was going to be doing this, and she sent me so many things, and I just have to thank her so much, including this material, which I love. It is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And then this is part of a necklace that I tore apart, and the frame here, it was just a white, I think it's like from Spare Parts, and I used gilding polish on it. So it will lay flat, but for now we're just going to go this way, and I'm just going to do it really quick. So here we just have some pockets. She sent some things that she wanted kind of to add, and I found some neat images on some really cool databases. And here's something about the sun, some washi, and for the pages I used my distress stains, and I just comboed a whole bunch of them and spritz them with water, and so nothing is really coffee stained. It's mostly distressed inked. And then these are Lindy's Magicals, and I used a really cool paper pack that I got in California. 2 paper packs actually. And this is some spare material that I had laying around. It's pretty eclectic. Some sari ribbon, and she does want to actually use this, so I was a little careful about how I placed some of the embellishments. Like, all of this washi is from Priscilla. You are a goddess, young lady. And of course I went to my go-to gecko gals to get some celestial looking images, and then these are Tim Holtz words that I cut up. It's actually the holiday pack, but I just cut them up, made little sayings out of them. Some scrap paper, and this is a plain card, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who I got these from. I think it may have been Shayna, but it might have been Priscilla, and I just backed them with writing paper. And then here is another cool horoscope image that I got. This is sun signs for your birth date. There's a glassine envelope, and it's empty, but she can put something in there. This is really cool. These turned out so neat. I really like them. Some of them are darker than others, but that's okay. And there's some stamping throughout. A little flip up here. These are, I bought a book in California, it's called Nebula. These are actually some of Jupiter's moons, but I cut those out of the book to make little journal cards. Prima stamping. I got these from Screech Owl Studios, I believe. And these are all pretty much just like scraps and things. This section is kind of the moon, that's why there's a lot of moon images. Oh, where am I? There we go. And those are just some of the neat songs about the moon. And there's a little pocket back there. There's a little saying about the moon. These are some Zodiac cards. I'm trying to stay in frame here. This thing's huge. I got another book in California. It's from the 1950s, and this is a page from that book about eclipses. And that's just some scrap paper. Passage of the moon through the Earth's shadow. That's some neat trims here. This is, I got this from, oh my goodness, I can't remember now. But anyway, and I just sewed on an image from Gecko Gals, and there's a card tucked in there. I got these from Shayna. Thank you, Shayna. If I can get that back in there now. So hopefully none of this is going to be too obnoxious for her when she writes. This is another one of those book pages. Some journal cards. Glassine envelope with a little journal card in there. Some more vellum. I think that's from Dolly. And this is one of my favorite pages. I just love how those turned out. Really a lot of fun to do. And this one, this paper is from Ellen Viv. It's actually a Halloween pack, but some of it went perfectly in here, so I made a flip up. And then there's a little tuck spot back here. And that's more of that book page from that antique book. There are 8 signatures. She wanted 4, but because they were so big, I think that 20 in a signature is just a little too sloppy for me. Other people can probably do it, but I don't feel comfortable doing that, so I broke it down. So instead of 4 signatures, there's 8. But they're all marked right here. And I made some little tabs for her so that she can mark them all somehow if she wants. This is a little clear envelope, and if you take the sticky off, it'll seal, so if you want to put something in there to keep. And this is a card also from Priscilla. And this was in the paper pack, and so I magicaled the back side and cut it out. And it is the constellations. It does open, I swear. I thought that was really pretty, and I wanted to use all of it, so that is why I went with this. And that just ties shut, just for aesthetic reasons there. Lots of writing space. Some more of that cool dyed paper. There's an envelope with a card there. Trying to stay in frame. And here's another one of those cool images from the Gecko Gals. You can't beat their stuff. A calendar page. These circular things that you see here, those were around the constellations that I cut out. And Greg is making my dinner, and I think he's about done, so I'm hurrying, honey. This is some page scraps from the book Nebula, and a Gecko Gal image. Some scrap paper there. And I really had fun embossing. this is all embossed on here. I don't know if you can see. I really had fun doing that. And there is a bag here in the middle. It's got some horoscope things here. When she asked me to do this, I'm like, well, I would love to, but I have to tell you, I'm not very well versed in astrology, horoscopes, things like that. I know just probably enough to be dangerous. But she kind of told me what she wanted, and I just kind of walked through it. Just made things a little personal for her, too, by adding personal things. That's that Ellen Viv paper. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's about her birthday. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost to the middle. Some great fibers in here. Found some really neat. This is a Mexican Wheel of the Year, I believe. I'll have to find the name of that website because they had an abundance of really neat free images, royalty free. And that was really awesome. Those are just stencils there. Some scrap paper. I'm hurrying as fast as I can. There's another wheel, some cards, some more sari. That's just a flip there. She can do whatever she'd like to with that. Glassine bag. This is also from, oh no, this one is, yeah, this is from the book Nebula. And I believe that's Saturn, or excuse me, Jupiter. That's a piece of Jupiter there. I had so much fun embossing. It's like, Dolly told me it was a rabbit hole, and she was right. These are some of those really pretty images from that book. I'm really glad that I got that. Another wheel. And a little collage work here. Thank you, Priscilla. There's the glassine. I try not to fill it too much because I know she's going to fill it. And this is one of my favorite pages. This is an Ellen Viv, and it is a flip. You flip it down. There's a writing spot here, and there's another really cool image there, and that's a tuck spot, and it's magnetized. So there's a little click. And then on the other side, this is also magnetized, and that goes there for another journal spot or like a book board kind of thing to put between the pages so you can write easier. That one, I love it. Some vellum. Little doily. This was a 12 by 12 envelope from 7 Gypsies, and I cut it down, scrapped pieces all over it, and there's just some blank coffee stained paper in these pockets. And this is, if you wanted to write something particularly secretive, that's there, and then this just tucks right inside. Those are really cute images that she sent me, and I'm trying so hard to stay in frame here. Gorgeous. We live in a wonderful place, I tell you. Look at all these really gorgeous things that are in our universe. It's awesome. Beautiful sari silk there from Dolly. Here's the other side of half of that envelope. And this is some Locta paper. This is like almost the last bit that I have. So she can use that wherever she'd like, of course. And, you know, these are blank for writing, gluing her own things to them. You guys know. You know what we do. Pictures, notes. Here's an example of one of those dividers on the signature. Because it's, oh, we only have 2 more to go. Hot diggity. And this is another really cool little card that I made. It's a writing spot here. Gecko Gal's image here. And then there's also a little pocket that I put a few little cards in. And those are her birth cards from her birthday. And that is another one of those cool images that I got from that. I'm gonna have to link that down below because that was really awesome. And she gave me this material here as a wrapping on something she gave me, so I'm recycling it and giving it right back. Some fun trim here. Talking about horoscopes here. Just a little journal card. So much fun to do this. And I'm glad that she trusted me to do it. I hope she likes this. I told her it was big, and she said, that's good, because I'm probably going to alligator it anyway, so. And this is a pocket, and that is empty, because it was getting a little full. And this is something, a birth chart page. And this is, we're on the last signature, guys. This is one of my envelopes, and I just wrote some really neat little quotes that I found about astrology in here. This music paper is very old. It's from 1948. I got this from April down in Texas, and because it was so fragile, I did back it with this really pretty material, and I did tuck another card up in here. But it was so appropriate because a year and a day, and she'll know what that means, but basically, very quickly, what it means is if you're going to try anything at all, the rule is, not the rule, but the suggested rule is you do it for a year and a day, because that will give you time to know if it's right for you or not. So that's what a year and a day is. So I thought that was super appropriate. And here's the bottom half of that big 12 by 12 envelope. I put a little writing spot here. And that is just some Tim Holtz metallic paper. There's another pocket with a card. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm getting dry mouthed here. Calendar page. There's some more of that neat canvas. Some more book page. Some little collage tag that I made. Another image from that free website. And this is from that free website. And oh my gosh. It is so pretty. I just love it. It's Planispherium Celestia. So pretty. The colors are very vibrant. Gosh. Editing. Envelope with a Gecko Gal's image. There's an old image there. A page from April, and I just sewed it. There's the other part of that envelope. Breathe and listen. Oh, and look, we're finally at the end. And it even shuts without being an alligator mouth. Right now, we'll see what happens when she gets it. All right. I'm sorry this was so long, but this thing is huge, as you can see. I think it's absolutely stunning, though. I love it. I love building it. I learned a lot. And I'm so glad that Jen entrusted me with this. So thank you, Jen. And thank you all for watching. Have a great evening. Bye.